Hello, my dear ones. I hope you are well. It's been a while. I've not been present on YouTube. I've been traveling for my holidays, and also at my return, there were some personal situations to be solved, and I had to give a priority to this, and also to re-enter into a routine that allows me to come back to, let's call it, my normal life. Because when I'm on holidays or prioritizing family life, sometimes I feel like I'm in a kind of bubble. And yes, I get distracted with many other things, situations, and people. Today, I want this video to be kind of, let's call it promotional for the special mentorship program I have for women that I called it Reclaim Thy Priestess Self. It is something that came to me last year, also because I got very much inspiration and connection with the goddess land in Crete last year during my summer holidays, and had the beautiful initiation also for my own training as Priestess of Sacred Sound, as two of the sessions I did there on the beach close to Retimno and Heraklion. One who happened during one of the lectures and session with our teacher, Saffield, and another one I created space for myself, received blessings from the land and from the goddess herself. And it's been powerful. And so at my return to Oslo, I thought, well, I'm 50 years old almost, and I gathered a lot of information, wisdom, practices, priestess awareness, and understanding of what is a priestess path. Why not proposing it in form of a mentorship? And you will ask me why this is special, and then why and what it means to be a priestess or to become one. This mentorship is special because it offers the possibility to any woman who is interested of any age. I would consider starting with those who already are at menarche and ending with any age you are in menopause time, because we are going to cover all these phases of the women life anyway. But it is special because it is not a priestess training. There are many priestess trainings nowadays offered all over the world by many women who have been trained and initiated on this path. But I myself consider that the priestess path is for every woman. And so I don't dare to create and to name this evolutionary path, because it's an evolutionary path, a training, because it is part of our life as women. And as a mentorship program, it becomes more available and less restrictive, because there is often this idea that if you want to become a priestess, you have to go to training, and that will give you special powers and a title for this just because you follow that training. And I know that many of these trainings are also quite expensive and they can last for years. But in my understanding, as a priestess path is for every woman since the dawn of humanity, women have been called to wave magic through their womb cauldron. and bring their heart in their stories and create stories, create communities, create rituals, commune with the elements and nature and all the spirit animals or plant animals. Women always have this innate ability to manifest the connection with the wider field and with the spirits inside this field, with the energies that are creative and evolutionary energies. Women are having this ability anyway, and therefore it makes more sense for me that is a mentorship, because it's just a program that if you follow it along the 9 months, that it will be this duration, will bring you this full awareness of who you are as a woman and as a priestess. It will become part of your life as this form of worshiping an energy that is your own creative energy as a goddess, your own power, and your own expression as a woman. And it is a path that allows you to be yourself and to heal those parts of you that might have been neglected or that you felt ashamed of, or even fears and pain that accumulated during your life and that made you feel small, insignificant, that prevented you to speak your truth, to speak from your heart, and that practically created an environment of destruction and lowering of the self. And in many cases, this happens since childhood, even before, if we inherit a lot of trauma from our lineage of wombs, the matrilineage in our family, and also from father and male lineage. But the matrilineage has a really big impact on us as women. And all this trauma, as I said, prevent us to fully live our essence, to be in our essence, and to create from a place of true power and authenticity. And that makes this mentorship program as a priestess special, because you will become aware and you will start to heal why you are becoming aware of your priestess self, of different dimensions of you and of different realities that exist within you. And slowly you will start to release and heal what is not serving, what is there just to clog your space, your womb, and release things from the past so they will not repeat in the future. And while you are doing this, you will create a pathway towards initiating yourself in these mysteries of the heart and the womb. And this mentorship is dedicated, as I've been working for several years with Mary Magdalene, to the Rose Path, because I see in Mary Magdalene the archetype of the whole woman, of the modern woman, the one that bridges the realities and the worlds into one, and is able to manifest the full power, the full steam of her own womb. But you can choose your own goddess and story or path as a priestess that you wish to follow. It is not compulsory that you consider yourself a devotee of Mary Magdalene. It can be one of your guides, but you can have another one. And as I already spoke about the goddesses, I wanted to bring you this statue, this sculpture It's one of the oldest representation of the energy of the goddess. I bought it in Crete. Of course, it's not the original, but it's made after the original that I think is in the museum in Heraklion, if I'm not wrong, or somewhere in Crete. And this has been discovered in archaeological site there in Crete, and speaks of the Minoan age of the goddess representation. As you can see, this woman has her breasts outside, so it can be seen beyond her clothing, and has two, what we probably can interpret as being snakes in her hands. And on her cover of the head, this looks like a kind of bird, which can be either a hawk or, in my opinion, it could be also an owl, because owl have very much to do with the wisdom of the goddess. Many goddesses sometimes are represented with this symbol, the spirit animal, and the snakes too. And why I wanted to show you this, because you can choose to follow this priestess essence as a woman who is free to embody the whole womanhood in herself and connect with snake energy, that is the Shakti, life force energy, or with the spirit, with the owl, to connect with her wisdom. So you can have these representations. There are so many different goddesses, from the Egyptian to Sumerian pantheon, from the Greek one to Chinese and Japanese and so on. Many different goddesses whose attributes might call you and you feel much more connected to them, that you can become a devotee. And when I say that you become a devotee, is that you practically embed in your own routines of life their teachings, their qualities, their symbols, as we saw here, this woman with the snake and the bird on her forehead. So you can bring all this world, let's call it a mythical landscape, from inside, you bring it outside in your reality, and you create magic with your own priestess tools. Because a priestess is, in general, a woman that devotes herself to the goddess reality and practices rituals and teaches everything that is related to manifestation of this goddess energy in the world. And of course, this priestess concept is quite very old. As I said, many pantheons and temples in ancient world that have been created and built up to serve a cult of a certain goddess or god. But nowadays, there is more and more returning to this mystic path of following and expressing through our own creation, through our own existence, something that links us, our reality, to that past, to that very, very ancient past. And make it a path into life that, of course, has to be more modern, has to embed new realities and new concepts of our modern life, but still it takes us back into those stories, those beautiful mythological landscape of the goddess. And I will return a little bit now to explain how this mentorship program is made of. If you start to feel curious about what this is, I hope I sparked your curiosity by speaking about this reality of the goddess and Mary Magdalene and priestess path. One thing that also makes unique this mentorship is that has been created in order to bring together all these ancient teachings of the mysteries of the feminine world with the modern tools and methods. That's why I spoke about trauma, because trauma nowadays is quite a hot topic and still taboo. And we women, we carry a lot of traumas in our womb, in our heart, in the whole body. We carry the mechanism of trauma, we carry the negative pattern and imprints and beliefs inherited from past generation, and then we carry the experiences or memories, implicit or explicit, of what happened to us since we were conceived and then since birth. Because trauma can happen in all these moments, starting with our ancestral lineage and propagating it through our DNA, through the epigenetic modification of our DNA. And so the first interesting aspect of this mentorship is that there will be 6 sessions among these 13 sessions along the 9 months. 6 of them, of which of them will be online, or if it's possible in presence, will run along 1 hour that you can choose. So I offer you possibility to freely choose among the modalities and methods I work, and it can be the IOPT method of trauma therapy, it can be a family constellation, it can be art therapy, it can be sound healing or womb healing, or even divination with cards, and so on. I think it's very important that in a mentorship, you have this freedom to choose according what you feel is present in your life in every moment. But in any case, I would rather advise you that for the first session among the 6 sessions of your choice, in order to spark that light inside your womb, you take a womb healing, or a womb healing with the sound healing. You can also do it combined. Because in this way, something will initiate inside your body and into your own awareness, into your psyche, that will trigger the creation of this path into the labyrinth. Because my mission, my role as a mentor, is to take you into a journey inside your labyrinth, inside your womb, inside your psyche, and inside your heart, and see what is present, what needs to be seen, acknowledged, and accepted or released. And as you are by birthright a priestess, even if you are not aware or you were not, you will discover the tools to magically transform your inner reality. And all these methods I'm proposing you, they will support this journey into the labyrinth, this rediscovery of magical ancient skills that you already carry inside your own reality. And then the other 7 sessions among the 13, those will be only online, 1 hour and a half each of them. And they will, as we speak about priestesshood and priestess path, follow a pre-established spiral movement. Because in our world, in the womb, we always journey through a spiral movement. Is that vortex of energy that can take us to the moment of creation and back, that can bring us to life or return to death, to the state of the seed. And this spiral movement is designed as a path along the 6 points of the David star or divine union star. And it will culminate with the self-initiation as a priestess. And of course, again, you can choose if you want to be a priestess of the rose, a Mary Magdalene priestess, or rededicate yourself to other goddess or even goddesses. And this 7th session will be special because each of them will be dedicated to a specific topic that will build up the model and the movement, the healing movement of the medicine wheel of the womb and heart with its 8 gates. So that is something that not all priestess training do. But as I have been initiated and worked with womb healing in this tradition of the medicine wheel of the womb and womb awakening, I have manifested as into my own reality the priestess of the rose path by working with the medicine wheel of the womb and the heart. And if you are curious to know more about this specific school or mystery school I have created, on my website, you will find under offerings the mystery school of the sacred womb and heart. But for the purpose of the mentorship, we only dedicate 4 sessions among the 7 to different aspects of this medicine wheel, and we will journey through them, embodying, learning, expressing every gate, every portal that makes this healing path of the medicine wheel. Arriving then to also commune with the cosmic womb and the Great Mother. And the other 3 sessions of 1 hour and a half in this 7 of the spiral movement for healing and embodying and then getting initiated as a priestess will actually manifest these divine feminine, divine masculine energies, 1 session for each energy, and finally into the integration session, the final one, is where the sacred union is achieved and those energies of the feminine and masculine will come together. And this will be the self-initiation ceremony. And during the mentorship, beyond these sessions in presence or online, so there will be 13 in total, there will be homework that I advise you to follow because this will give you the full experience or embodying what we are working during these sessions, what we are creating, what we are healing, what we are transforming, what we are alchemizing. And the homework is also to support you in your own practice as a priestess, to understand what actually means to be a priestess and to be at service, because priestess is at service, first of all, to yourself, to get to know yourself and explore this mythical landscape, create your own story, your own path, but then in service to the others, because a priestess is always a guide, is the one that shows the way, shows the path, opens the path, leads people into this path, into the labyrinth. And then for each month, except the last one when you will be busy also to write an essay, to speak about your whole experience in this mentorship and become more aware of the main key points of it, of the inner movements that you gave and all the progress that you achieved. In the 8 months, beyond these sessions I'm proposing you will have, and the homework, you will have 3 supervision calls or chats of 20 minutes maximum that you can access in case you want to discuss something important or you just want to give an update and have some feedback from me. So this is practically the whole structure of the spiral training of the Rose, really an experiential training where you can heal, you can discover, you can play, you can transform your own reality. And for sure, your womb and heart will become more connected, more in line with your own essence, with who you truly are. And this is my proposal for you. The price for this mentorship is also promotional. You can pay it in 2 or 3 installments, not all together. For special case, I can actually agree that you pay each month. The total amount is €999 or 9,999 kroner, depends on where you are. And If you book your spot by end of this month of August, and we start to work, let's say in September, then you can get 25% discount on the full amount. But again, this is a mentorship that requires commitment. It's a mentorship that for sure will see you transform when you get into the initiation ceremony, and you will become fully aware of everything that you are and you have been, and then ready to bring yourself into a new stage or phase of your life, to initiate a new chapter as a priestess of the rose or of your choice. During the sessions of the Spirit movement, we are going to speak about your preferences, share stories about different goddesses. So you will resonate with one or more of them, and then you can choose whether you follow Mary Magdalene and her story, her teachings of the Sacred Heart and Womb, or you follow another path. But it will always be your own path, and you are the one forging it with your own wisdom, with your own practice. And the mentorship is here to support you in creating this practice and starting to embody it. But first, you release, you reconnect with something old, something maybe sometimes heavy or maybe burdensome. And once you release those burdens, those traumas, then the path will clear. And it will become, with every step, with every session, every month, clearer, more focused, and also more beautiful. So I hope you feel the call. I also want to remind you that I only have 5 spots. So each year, up on the enrollment stage, I only take maximum 5 women to work in this kind of mentorship with me, because I consider it special and I really want to dedicate and have all energy to dedicate to each of you, each of those that will feel this calling. And trust me, I did this path with different mentors, and then I understood I can create my own mentorship program, because I really felt like now I am at a point where I can share all the wisdom and experience I accumulated. And it's almost 10 years of this experience, of this learning, of healing, of doing sacred work. That is the sacredness that comes from reconnecting with this precious magical space that is our womb, and bring it in alignment with the heart, with the energy of the heart, and with the Shakti life force energy, the energy of the serpent. I wish you a magical unfolding ahead, and welcome to this mentorship. Connect with me by email at paloma.blanca0175@gmail.com, or you can also connect with me on Facebook, Kirinihara, by private message. Doesn't matter how you do it. If you feel you want to start work with me and bring yourself to a different level, and to start a new path into self-awareness, self-development, and self-healing, then book a session with me just to speak about what this can be for you. And then we start. Thank you. Blessings of love and light, and bye.